All right, good morning, everyone, and welcome to News 5 Now, the show that brings you the news right here on the internet, right on our WKRG Facebook page. We're glad you're here, and we'll get started right now.
Brought to you by Green and Phillips, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
Interesting question of the day coming up that some of you have already said may be a loaded question. I don't know. We'll check it out and find out. We have a poll of the day involving NFL football. That's all coming up. First, our big stories. Number 5, we are in the final week of our Stock the Pantry food drive. We want to thank everybody who's already donated and helped us out. If you haven't yet, we're asking you to donate foods that will help feed children throughout the summer months when they're out of school. They don't have access to meals that they get for free in school. We want to ask you to donate things to pop-top meals they can pop in the microwave, fruit squeezes, applesauce, peanut butter, granola bar. You get the idea. Things that kids can easily manage on their own without any parental intervention whatsoever. April 30th, the last day you can drop off those donations in the big red barrels that you'll find at our sponsor locations. There they are, right there on your monitor or your phone or wherever you're watching this from. And again, April 30th. And we thank you for being part of Stock the Pantry. It's a big, important event we do every April. Again, April 30th, the deadline. Number 4, a man accused of shooting a woman in the parking lot of the Mobile Publix has new federal charges against him. 66-year-old Dale Davis faces federal charges of attempted carjacking and discharging a deadly weapon during a violent crime. The shooting happened last Saturday afternoon at the Publix on North Florida Street. We learned Davis told police he was late on rent and needed money. The federal complaint says Davis waited across the parking lot for, quote, an easy target. Investigators say he demanded money from the 74-year-old woman who was a victim and shot her in the stomach when she refused. The woman was taken to a hospital and is expected to recover. Davis is also facing state charges of assault and robbery. Number 3, Amtrak has revealed the name for the upcoming passenger rail line between Mobile and New Orleans. It'll be called the Amtrak Mardi Gras Service. It's expected to start this summer, but Amtrak has not yet revealed a start date. The line will run twice daily with 4 stops in Mississippi. Now to number 2, thousands of people will flock to the beach today to try their hand at throwing a dead mullet across the Florida-Alabama state line. They'll try to throw the fish the farthest today through Sunday during the annual Floribama Mullet Toss. Of course, this is a charitable event. All the money collected, I think it's $20 to throw a fish. Every time you want to throw a fish, you got to pay $20, and that's fine. And all of the money raised goes to charity. So there you have it, the big mullet toss happening at the Floribama this weekend. In Northwest Florida, big changes coming to the gateway to Pensacola Beach. Escambia County is going ahead with a plan to tear down the toll booths and replace them with an automated toll system. Officials say eliminating the toll booths will greatly improve traffic flow. The total project should cost somewhere between $6.3 and $7.5 million. Officials say they plan to have the design phase finished by August, and construction could begin in the fall. Those are at least 5 stories that we're following this morning. Of course, it's a Friday before the weekend. We'll have plenty more coming up today. Get to our question of the day now. Who have you seen in concert that you thought was disappointing? Well, I don't know. I can't remember many concerts that I found disappointing. There were some that I've been to that were really good, and some that were eye-opening. Hank Jr. years ago, Yodi says he was so drunk he couldn't sing. Keita says, can you bring Bayfest back? The Bayfest was a lot of fun. Peggy says Reba. She had to change her clothes more than she performed. Aerosmith. I mean, they are getting old. And Steven can't hit those notes anymore. Well, Jeanette, you may have a point there. The Stones are still kicking, though, you know. Leonard Skinner at the Wharf. Every song sounded just like on the radio. Keith says Jimmy Buffett, Pensacola, 84, 85. All right. Mothers of Invention. But Paul says when he saw Frank Zappa himself, it was great. I never got to see Zappa in concert. That would have been, I would have bought a ticket for that one. Charlie says the Rolling Stones. I don't know. I've been to a Stones concert. It was pretty darn good. I I got to tell you. So anyway, come on over and cast your comment to our question of the day. Who have you seen in concert you thought was disappointing? In some social media, they say Boston, because Boston, heavily engineered album, beautiful album. In concert, it's hard to kind of replicate that sound. I don't know. You let us know with your comments. How about that? Our poll of the day, the NFL draft is going on. Where did that come from? Holy cow. Let me see if I can fix that for you real quick here. Because I'm kind of a little bit of a genius. Boom. There you go. And, of course, it just repeats what I just said. Are you watching the NFL draft? Cam Ward, top draft pick. Others followed. Gerhard Mathangani says a few surprises. You can catch his report on WKRG.com. But if you're watching the draft, let us know. Let us know what you think about things that are going on out there. And it's easy to do if you're right here on our page. All you have to do is, comment. Make your thoughts heard. And you may hear them read back to you like I just did on our question of the day a second ago. Well, that's all for now. We've got more coming up. I'll see you back here on the air at 9 o'clock this morning, in for Devin Walsh, and again at noon. And then more News 5 Now at 12:30 today. We hope you'll join us then. I'm Bill Riles, and I'll see you then.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips.